out here reminds me of camping. Maybe that's why I'm still having these headaches. What's that noise? I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? Always good to see you around, friend. I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? Hey, thanks for letting me stay here with you.
I know a guy who could fix that.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
scenario 2. Semi-ideal. You made it! And maybe Harper's Ferry is not the nasty Scorchbeast nest I assumed it was. Now that you're in, you need to get to Raleigh's terminal and use that master holotape to download his routing schematics. We need them to set up the communication network for the uplinks and tie everything together. Bad news is, Raleigh fortified the armory to protect our research against the Brotherhood of Steel after they stopped playing nice. There's no outside access to the security we wired up there for safety purposes, so you may need to dodge a few jumps. Well, you'll be hearing from me soon enough. Hopefully, my network predictions were successful, and you're legitimately triggering this next message. If not, I guess I'm speaking to no one, and none of this is going to matter. But I digress. You want to find Senator Sam Blackwell's terminal, and use the master holotape to download the files we need. It should be fun, since you get to visit the one and only Charleston Capitol building. Still intact last I saw. Then, find the nearest relay tower, upload all that hard-earned data. Piece of cake, right? Right.
I think it's time we claim the armory as our own territory. I'll need to get Eddie and Neeraj to help out with some security measures. Survivors are gonna hate it, but
Jesus.
we gotta protect
What
our
am I
own.
doing?
Especially
This is hopeless.
brotherhood.
Damn, still recording.
Yeah, Eric told us they've been hitting up the responders for manpower and supplies and not taking no for an answer. Well, they got another thing coming if they try that over here, and we need to be ready.
Always good to see you around, friend.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just...
Tanner. I swear you can talk the bark off a tree.
Stuff it, Abigail. What is this nonsense about throwing a Christmas party? We're already rationing supplies. We have another winter like 78.
Our people need this. They've been struggling on for years through the war, radiation, mutants, and raiders. They need something normal. Something to give them hope that things will be better.
We don't have the supplies. Need to keep them for the war effort. And waiting to hold the town hall till I was out meeting those Brotherhood rebels? It's beyond deceitful.
You think I'm some dumb hick, just on account of the fact that you abandon your people and your accent. I know that you're trying to sway the vote next spring by letting your friends hoard food. I checked the ledgers. Don't do in the dark what you don't want brought out in the light, Tanner.
What? You infuriate!
If you're fixing to have a fit, best sit down before you bite your tongue clean off. Wouldn't want to ruin my carpet. It's all gonna be donated food, and we'll only keep the lights on for a couple hours. And if you're sweet, I might even let you wear the Santa suit.
I will never!
You forgot your Christmas present! It's bourbon! To remind you of where you come from. Good. Melanie deserves this more anyway.
yourself on the back because you just got yourself some top secret security codes off a US Senator's terminal. Next up, the closest relay tower you can find, where you get to upload all that hard-earned data. You're officially halfway done with the final part of this process. I mean, it's not like I'll ever really know, but one can hope, right? ignoring any and all possible glitches, you are officially the most amazing person in all of Appalachia. And hopefully not the only one. The Scorch detection system is fully up and running. If you had any idea how long it took us to just get half the system functional, the lives lost, my brother, my dad, and yours truly, of course. Now whenever the Scorched are around, the detectors will pick them up and broadcast a message to your Pip-Boy. All that's left is the means to fight them off. If you haven't already, check my terminal to read about the traps we've created for the Scorch Beasts. Hopefully, they're still in working order, and they're your best bet at making those flying freaks manageable. Beyond that, the only ones with any real means were the Brotherhood of Steel. Obviously, they didn't last, but they packed some serious firepower. They took their last stand somewhere in the bog at a place called Fort Defiance. But, thanks to their code names, I have no idea where it is. You'll want to start at Camp Venture, Eddie's old survival training center. I've also put everything I've got on the Brotherhood under an entry called Fort Defiance on my terminal. Good luck out there. And thanks. If this holotape is playing, it means our lives and all this work meant something.
We're not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods purchased. Stick up, up. Just kidding. Want to buy or sell?
Welcome to Fort Atlas. Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Formerly the Atlas Observatory, now headquarters for the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, this is Fort Atlas, new headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia. The Brotherhood's in the process of getting everything in order here, but already people from all over Appalachia are turning up. Some need help, some want to join, but it seems like everybody's curious what comes next. I just say what Paladin Romani says. We're here to help. Me? Oh, I'm just a guy who wanted to be a part of something special. A place to do something that really mattered. I picked up the messages the Brotherhood were broadcasting on the way here, and I came out ahead to help set up the place, hoping they'd let me join. They liked my initiative, and now I'm an initiate. Nice bit of symmetry, I thought. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
You looking to join up too?
If you're looking to make a difference, you've come to the right place. Whatever it is.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. Civilians are supposed to wait to be seen.
New recruits, Knight Shin's training.
If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now. Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order?
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me. To be in the Brotherhood is an honor and a life of service. If that's truly something you want, start here. Perform this duty well, and we can talk about your future. Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Radiation levels nominal.
Stay on your toes. The Wasteland is merciless.
Somewhere below.
You better have something useful to say to me.
No meat. Approved. Perfectly preserved.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me? The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys. Hey, listen, thanks. I just needed someone to listen and take me seriously. I hope you can convince them.
Military-grade hardware. Common amongst the models from California. Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
That's true to their word. Make it quick.
The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes. Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Knight Shin want to know? I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Thank you. Be well.
Something I can do for you. Well, now look at you. You with these Steel Brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Hey, here comes trouble.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these Steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these Steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. They heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
You looking at something?
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Speak.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns?
You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
I should be getting back to work, so get at it.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot. Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
The efficiency of Brotherhood response.
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger. Hey, here comes trouble.
Keep fighting.
Finish the task I gave you. Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing. That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment. That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next? No, we are not arms dealers. There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it brought. Glad we don't want to
That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment.
Stay
I
disciplined.
grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. Be vigilant, outsider.
Find, protect, and preserve. We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
Order, learning, protection. I have everything.
Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day.
Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Everything makes sense now. This is my
If you're gonna be walking around up here, at least grab a wrench and help me out. Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. This must be Doug, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork. And he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial.
Back at it?
Here's one. This looks like what we need. Here's a document. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. Well, Night Shin did send you, so I guess I can trust you with a little information. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? You'll need to going forward, if you're going to be a productive member of the Brotherhood. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. A fair point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer now. Sorry if I angered you. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. Oh, I thought of... Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core?
You could run. I'm trying to get you know. It's all in the brain.
Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy. They condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my rep may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Grow up.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? Well, between this and the report I have from Night Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks? With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
A place that lacked brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
Your reward is that I consider you worthy to join our ranks. Limited intel suggests this is a milk run, perfect for a new recruit. But you're not wrong. We don't know the level of threat. Take this as an additional precaution.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply.
Throwing nukes left and right. The people of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything.
Complete this mission satisfactorily, and I will grant you initiate status within the Brotherhood. Yes. Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Captain. It's just us.
Lizzie, what's on your mind?
A Brotherhood of Steel? What does that even mean? The men over here are confused.
We need to do something bold. We can't just stay the U.S. Army. What's gonna happen, and this is only a matter of time, is some general or some goddamn politician is gonna exit a vault and start ordering us around. worse, they'll order some grunt to start the whole goddamn cycle again. Another wave of nuclear death, and if that's not enough, they'll do it again. No, they will, Lizzie. It ends with us. We won't let them.
I understand. But a brotherhood? Knights? Am I supposed to call you, what, elder?
Words have power, Lizzie. They build identity. They take on a meaning if you keep using them, even if it didn't exist before. It was the knights and the scribes, after the fall of Rome, that protected what was left of Western civilization. So we are the new knights, and our role is similar. But we'll need more than names. We'll need new traditions, our own mythology. Something people can believe in to their core.
Is this necessary?
What else can I do? Declare myself president? Make you a senator? Look around, Lizzie. Something's killing us. More than the rads and the freaks out there. Depression. People have lost everyone. Every goddamn soul. Wives. Kids. Loved ones. Even the goddamn mailman. We need to replace it with something. Otherwise people's souls will wither. We'll be little more than walking dead men.
I'll do my best to see the orders carried out, sir.
Give it time, Lizzie. People have a hunger to believe in something. Just let them work their way to it.
Hey, friend. Welcome back.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Oh, I hope this emergence kit can work some magic. I could use a break from these headaches.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
I know a guy who could fix that. Huh? Hey! Gonna find you. That was horrible.
Huh? Whoa, whoa there. Mom, Dad!
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
The Brotherhood? Again?
Oh, man. Cool!
Ha ha! I told you they'd be back, Colin.
Lower the gun, George. All right. Why don't you come over here and we'll try to do this like civilized folk.
You know I've been wondering, what good is the moonlight?
Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right? I'm the one that told them about those attacks.
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls?
And now, here are the very prolific Andrews sisters with Straighten Up and Fly Right.
Lord, don't get them started.
Oh, yeah. The lasers, the power armor, they are the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Marty, you barely do your chores now, and you get confused by the generator. What good would you be?
Yeah, well, at least I'm not a shrimp like you. I can pay you to get these two out of my hair.
George!
I'm just kidding. You boys know we love you.
Go ahead, George. I'm curious, too.
They're grown, I suppose, and it might be a good opportunity for them. We can't spare them on the farm, though. There's too much work to do. One, maybe. Long as you swear to look out for him. Reckon you better ask the wife, though.
I'd prefer you kept it that way, then.
I think I could be a real asset to you, though. I'm good with machines, and I work hard. Heck, I'm the one who repaired the bots outside.
Forget about him. The Brotherhood's tough, not a bunch of nerds. I'd be perfect. Let it be, boys.
Fine by me. Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way's what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. You gonna wipe them out when you find them? Aren't you on a mission from the Brotherhood? You're doing it for them, not for us.
She's right, of course, but that doesn't mean we're not grateful for the risk you're taking. Now here, wherever you find ghouls, you're gonna find radiation. We can spare this.
Coming up next is Nat King Cole with Orange.
Good to hear.
You'd be doing everybody in the area a favor. That's for sure.
Safe roads means safer traders. Good for everyone. The Brotherhood would definitely be making friends if you pull this off. Just try not to startle us if you drop by again. George has a hair trigger with that shotgun.
You gotta take me with you. I'm ready for this. I just know it. I'll be just like that night Shin who was here before. Of course! Them showing up is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in, like, ever. I know I sound like a kid asking for a treat, but I mean it. I'll do whatever it takes. Can you really get me in? What? Really? But you're working for him, right? I mean, you could put in a good word for me if you wanted.